Part of what we're doing here, I think, just shows how the world sort of fits together in very interesting ways. As many of you know, I was President and CEO of Silverkey Senior Services prior to being elected to the State Senate. And Silverkey provides services to those over age 60 to make sure they can stay independent and in their homes for as long as possible. Hal Seifert is close to his 60th birthday. I won't tell you on which side of that he's close. But he came to me and said, we need to do this for seniors. And of course, with me knowing what seniors are about and senior issues and some of the challenges that seniors face, it's like, what a great idea to let seniors buy a lifetime pass. And so what this bill does is it permits the Department Division of Wildlife to actually put together, the Department of Parks, to put together a program where up to 5 years worth of fee can be charged for that lifetime pass, but then you're covered for life. And this will last for 3 years because we do need to test it a little bit, see if it actually works or if the seniors flock to the park in such a way that it actually turns out to be a financial problem. But our thought is if seniors flock to the parks, it'll help them stay active and healthy longer and help them be independent for longer. So that's one of the intersections. Another one of the intersections is many of you know have frequently been to Fort Carson. And Fort Carson has a location called Manhart Field, which sits sort of in the middle of Fort Carson, and it is a place where an awful lot of their bigger ceremonies occur. When units are deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan, there's a casing ceremony where the unit flag is rolled up and encased, and it stays that way while they're away, and then it's uncased when they return. Promotion ceremonies happen there. Change of command ceremonies happen there. And that vista is that vista. And so for us, together with the City of Colorado Springs, together with GOCO, to actually get this land in place to make sure that it stays a park and never is fully developed, to save that vista for those soldiers as they parade, literally, before going off to war, is really something that stirs my emotions every time I go to one of those ceremonies. And I'm just happy that we've sort of found a way, again, to try to increase the revenue for the state park system so that this state park stays a state park forever and ever, so that we have generations to come that have that vista from Manhart Field. And lastly, we want to preserve a part of Colorado, the openness of Colorado, the wildness of Colorado for generations to come. And that's always a huge challenge because each generation sort of wants to encroach on the land more and extract from it what it can for its own purpose today. And sometimes there's a little bit of thought to the future, but oftentimes there's not as much thought to that future as there needs to be. So here again, we're preserving parkland for future generations while serving the current generation that isn't in the best position to take advantage, because they don't have to work 40 hours a week and come here only on weekends. They can come here during the week and recreate and stay active and healthy and a vibrant part of our community. So I just think all the different ways that this wraps around makes this such a great bill, and I'm happy the governor signed it, I'm happy the legislature passed it, but most of all, Hal, I am very pleased that you brought it to me and showed all of us once again that there are many times when an idea comes directly from the street and ends up in state law 160, 170 days later. I think people often lose sight of that and don't see how government actually impacts people and responds directly to people's requests, and this is a classic example of just exactly that happening.